All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Moxi Websites. Now, before we get started, little disclaimer. I was poking around on the Moxi websites last night, and there are so many features. Love it. It's amazing. It can do so much. But what I need everyone to do right now is take a little pledge. So you all raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. I pledge that I will not dive into all the Moxi features while during normal business calling hours. And I will instead make calls and work on the Moxi websites outside of those hours. Thank you. All right. But really, there are so many features. And what I like to tell every new agent, so if you haven't heard this, you might have been here for a while. Focus during the correct hours on things that will make you money. And then outside those hours, when you're just watching TV, work on the website, work on these other things. But there are a lot of features and you can go down the rabbit hole. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, and let's get started. So as always, we start from 21online.com. And I hope you all have your computers open, you're on 21 Online. Try and walk through as much of this together as we can. If we get really stuck, I might tell you I'll have to talk to you after, but hopefully we'll be able to just kind of go through everything right now. So 21 Online, we're going to go menu, productivity hub, and then scroll down to Moxi. And it doesn't really matter which Moxi you click on, as they all go to the same place. Access Moxi website. And there we go. We're in the kind of Moxi homepage. So it doesn't matter which one you click on, they all go to this place. Now, one thing we did discover last week, and I'll have to give Mahmood credit for that, is you can just go straight to mymoxi.century21.com and that will work. So mymoxi.century21.com, go there, and you're in the same place. So if you don't want to, I think you need to log into 21online.com. So what I would recommend, if you do want to make it a little shorter, just log into 21online.com, and then in a different tab, go to mymoxi.century21.com. That might make it a little quicker than having to click on Productivity Hub, scroll down to Moxi, click on Moxi, access Moxi, and then you're there. So just a little bit quicker. Tina, you have a question, or is it just high five? Okay. All right. So we at the top on our header, we have present, engage, my website, and we're going to go to my website. And keep in mind with the tools, Moxi Works is the overall parent company. Moxi Engage, Moxi Impress, Moxi Websites, those are all the tools within the company. So Moxi Works is just the general name for everything. So we're on our homepage. I know I've talked about this before, but I'm going to do it quickly again. If you do want to add a custom domain, you can see mine is homeshernandez.com. Yours is probably going to be something similar to, go to those settings. First name, last name, -tenancerealty.sites.c21.homes. So yours is probably something similar to that. First name, last name, tenancerealty.sites. So if you want to do a custom one, if you have a GoDaddy domain, what you can do is from that homepage on the left sidebar, you're going to go down to settings, look at settings, and you can either hover and do personal domain, or if you click on settings, you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see all those settings opened up, and then I can click on personal domain. You only see one option up here. So if you already bought your domain from GoDaddy, you already have a domain, you would just scroll down, skip step 1, go to step 2. It's going to say fill out this form. So you go ahead and fill out this form. You're going to do your first name, your last name. You can skip this one. Yep.
Sorry, one quick second. I just turned on my second computer, but when I go, am I going into Moxi Engage, Present, Impress, or website? What am I?
Doesn't matter. Just click one. They all go to the same place.
Okay.
So when you're on this 21 online, right, when we see the Moxi tools,
Yeah.
all these, they all go to the same place. So even if I click on Moxi Engage,
Okay.
it says Moxi Engage. I click Access Moxi Engage, and it's still going to take me to that same setting homepage.
Okay, sorry
And
to
then all the
interrupt.
tools are up there.
I was a little bit behind.
Nope, no worries. And as always, everybody, feel free to interrupt, stop, slow me down, ask me to repeat myself, do it all over again, do the hokey pokey, doesn't really matter. Just talk to me so I don't get lonely. There's 3 people in the room with me and no one chimed in, so I'm relying on everybody on Zoom. So back on this form, you can do first name, last name. You can skip this one. Brokerage name, hopefully you know that one. The best email address, so your work email address. The domain to be redirected to. So for instance, I bought homeshernandez.com. So what I would put in that box is homeshernandez.com. Who I bought it from. So when it says who hosts your custom domain, it's who'd you purchase it from. So in this case, it's GoDaddy. And then do you have an email associated with that domain? So do I have a email like Branden at homeshernandez.com? For most of you, it's going to be no. If you're not sure, just ask and then hit submit. And then in a day or two, Moxi will reply with some instructions on what you need to do in your GoDaddy account to make this change active. All right, so that was just a quick disclaimer there. I went over that kind of fast because, again, that was just a side piece. I've gone over it a few times in about every class we've done on the website so far. So that was just a quick sidebar. And then the next thing is once you've done that and you have your custom domain set up, just make sure you enable your SSL certificate. So under settings, it's that last option under personal domain, SSL. If you don't have it set up, it might ask you to request one. Click that button. You have to wait about 24 hours, and then you'll be able to activate it. Again, not too much to know right there, just a quick sidebar. We'll come back to it. If you have questions, let me know after. I just wanted to mark that, have it on the recording. We're going to move on now. All right, so we are going to start from home. Nice and simple. Make sure you're on the home page. If your page doesn't say at the top, welcome to the agent website admin tool, you're in the wrong spot, and I will give you a second to get there. Any questions while I give everybody else a second?
Tell me how to get there.
What's that?
I said, tell me how to get there. I'm on, but I see myself and my information.
Are you right here?
Yes.
All right, so if you're on this page, at the top along this header, we have present, we have engage, and we have my website. That's the one we're on right now. That's what we're focusing on is the my website section. So click on my website and you will be in the same place I just was. Perfect.
Thank you.
All right, anybody else? All right, bunch of rock stars. All right, so from here, we're just gonna start with the common tasks. We're gonna start right there. So personalize your site style. We're gonna click go there. And these are just some default settings. So simple one right now, choose a homepage layout. We have the search focused, and you can kind of see in that preview. It's the search right at the top. That's the main focus, is being able to search for properties. Agent focused. So kind of that information that was below is now on top, and then you have the search bar underneath of it. And then you can create a custom one. We're not going to create a custom homepage in this class. I like the search focus, but again, it's entirely up to you, whatever your focus you want to be. But you would just click that option and then just hit publish. So not too much on this section. We're just playing with the homepage style, whether it's agent or search focused. So back on this homepage, all I'm doing is clicking on the second one, personalize your homepage, and we're going to click go there. All right, home page. And this is actually where we can, customize some of these settings. And just so you can see, you don't have to do this right now. If I show you the website, you can kind of see everything that's on here, homepage title, home, background image. We have that background image, some background effects. So if you want, you can see the preview of the image. I think we all have the same image. If we don't, let me know, but I think we do. And you can always change that. Recommended image dimensions, it tells you that's how big you want it. To change a photo size, you can use something like Paint. You can use paint.net. If you're on a Mac, they have that tool built in. You would just change size or reduce size. But you want to get as close to that as you can. If not, it's going to crop it. And keep in mind, you do want a small file size. So if you don't know how to do that, come see me. But there's ways to do it. You want to reduce the file size because the larger the images you use on your website, the slower your website's going to load. So for example, when I made the company website, at first I had all these big images in it, didn't think twice about it, forgot about that rule. And the website was taking like a minute to load. It sounds weird saying a minute's a very long time, but it is in website terms, right? We give it 5 seconds or else we're rushing. So you want to make sure it's a smaller file size, and you can kind of see it. Not kind of, you can't see it. Let me find some pictures. Do I have any pictures? Agent photos. All right. So if I hover over a photo, let's do this one. This is a recent one. All right, so you can see there, you see atom type, the JPG file, date taken, dimensions, and then the size. The size is 2 megabytes. So kind of think like metric system, megabytes, kilobytes, gigabytes. When we go up, do it down? I think I'm the wrong way. Kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes. There we go. So this one is 2 megabytes, way too big. We want to keep it under a megabyte. You want to see KB, not MB. If you see MB, way too big. So if I look at this one over Andy, you see that this one is 23 kilobytes. So that's what we want to do. And there's ways to reduce the image size without killing the quality. Obviously, if you try to blow it up for a billboard, it's going to look terrible. But for an image that's only an inch big on a website, you can reduce the size and make it kilobytes without reducing too much of the quality. So if you need help with that, let me know if you do want to replace that image. But that was a long-winded explanation for changing images. So you can change that image, text color, simple, if you're on the website, black or white. So right now I have the white text, so just choose your option. And then background effect. So the background effect is that way it makes it easier to read the text. Because if you just see how the preview is very light, it's a light image, but when I go to the website, it's darkened. And the reason for that is it makes your text easier to read. If I didn't have it, let me save. And I publish that. And I go back and refresh. You see how you can't read that white text now? Right? You can't even see the EX. And on the projector, it's even worse. But on your screen, you should be able to see at least a little bit. That's why they have that darkened image. So before, and let me do it again. After. All right, so here we go. Before, I want to refresh it. After. So much easier to read. That's why that feature is there, just so you can read the text. Makes it easier. So I would leave that on. If you have a dark image and you want to lighten it, or you have an image you want to lighten it, and then use black text, that might work. But in general, the white text on the darker background is just going to be a lot easier to read, just overall. So I recommend those 2 settings. But feel free to change them if you want. And then everybody go ahead, and if you want to update your headline, update your headline. I just kind of threw some things in there, first thoughts I had. And this shows, right, this one I did relentless and exceeding expectations. And it shows right there. That is the header. So if you want to change that, you can change that right there, update your text, and you'll have a new header. So any sort of tagline you want, any area you focus on, any niche you have, tagline, go ahead and put it in there. And you don't need to publish yet. If you wanted to, you would just have to scroll to the bottom, hit publish, but we're going to stay right here for a second. And then in that search bar text, you can come down, you can update your name, and you can update your title. So right there. I did the title wrong. The title might be something else. Oh, there we go. So when you scroll down just a little bit, there we go. You see that search bar right there. And then on the other side, you see your name and then a title for your website. So that's right there. And then we'll publish at the end. And again, you missed something, you want me to say it again, go ahead and just interrupt, unmute, say whatever you want, open forum. So you can choose an image right here, choose image, and then you can go ahead and edit all this text. Now, nothing, it doesn't have any requirements. So put in whatever, however much or however little you want. So name, your title, any designations you have, phone number, office phone number if you want to put it in. You can put your license number in there. But I don't think we're one of the states that requires it. Your email, and then office name. Any questions? Everyone still with me? Super easy so far. Nobody's rage quit yet. Just shut your laptop and walked away. It's a good sign. All right.
Hey,
moving on.
Branden, question.
Yep.
Question. Do we
Go ahead.
need to save anything we done, or it was saved automatically?
You do need to save, and it's at the very bottom. It's not save, it's called publish.
Okay.
So we're
got
just
it.
publishing those changes. Yep. All right. So no questions there. Let's keep moving on. And then we have our welcome text. So welcome text, quick little bio. Hey, how you doing? Threw that in there. If you need help writing it, that's what Google's for. I can kind of help you, but not my strong suit. But yep, text, you can throw it right in there. And I talked about this last time. Very basic. If you did want to edit this, change the color, change the size of the spacing like I did, you would have to use an HTML editor. I'll come back to that in a second. But if you have something you can copy and paste real quick, copy and paste it real quick. If you have it previously on your Zap site, you can go to Zap and do it. So just to show you, let's do that. So I'm going to go back to 21 Online. And I'm going to go back to the Productivity Hub. Scroll all the way down to Zap, access Zap. Remember, we're not using Zap anymore, but we still do have access. I hope we do. Haven't tried. There we go. And then, just like the Zap class, I'm going to go to my website and access my website. The reason I had to go the long way is because I changed my domain from my Zap site to my new Moxi site, so I couldn't just go to homesanders.com. But what you can do is, if you have a bio in here, if you have some sort of welcome text, you can just copy it from here, and then you can paste it into your new Moxi site. Any questions? All right. Now in future classes, maybe we'll start getting crazy and doing some more with the coding of it. But if you know how to do it, or if you know what you're doing, you can view the source code and you can actually edit that. And editing that is how I was able to edit the color and the line height. So I had to do that manually. It's not options that are readily available in here. I actually had to go in and edit the coding of the site. But what's nice is you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But you can see here a little bit of a difference. It's a little wider or taller than yours is going to be. And then the color is a little different. But you can see here, if I go view, source code, and I change this to the gold, I can hit save. If I, button's in the way. There we go. And there we go. I have gold text. So you do have those options. You just, it takes a little bit more work than just typing in the text. All right. Any questions there?
Brandon,
Yep.
can we go back and like do this later and then save it again?
Say it again.
Can we go back and, I'm not gonna fill all this now. We can go back and then save it later.
Yeah. This is always going to be here. It's always going to be under the homepage. All right. So you have that. Yeah, if you want to come back to it, you can come back to it at any time. And then we're going to go down and we have a features property module. So feature properties, you have the title. Now keep in mind, you can create an entirely custom homepage. Maybe down the road we'll do that. But like I said in the pledge at the beginning, we're just setting everything up. We're getting started, and then we'll go from there. So feature properties module, if you go back to my homepage, you'll see feature properties. Now I don't have any listings, but you can see here, it pulled listings from the office, Rupa, Joe, this one, and that one's, oh, there we go, from Bobby and from Rebecca. So we do have these properties. And what you can do is, one, give it a title, right? Featured properties, and then property list. Where do you want to pull the listings from? And you can do my active, my sold, featured properties, my office's listings, my company active listings, or my company sold listings. So I'm going to keep it as my company active listings. That's going to give me the best bang for my buck. And then the number of properties to display. And I wouldn't do too many, 20 is plenty. You can even go less. I just wouldn't do a lot more than that. Just remember, the more you try to put in, the longer it's going to take to load. Now, if you are doing a my office, my company, any of those, the only thing you can't do for the title is put my listings. That's it. Anything else, you can rename it, give it whatever title you want. Just don't say my listings if you're doing the company listings. Questions? All right. So going down, same thing, custom search module. I didn't see. Actually, this is a new thing that added itself because I did this last night on a different page. We can kind of talk about it here. I'm going to talk about how to do this in a second, but because I added this, I did a custom search. It saved it here and it put it on my homepage because you guys don't see this, right? Nobody else has custom search module?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you do?
No, I don't have it.
Okay. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'll show you how to do one. It's kind of cool.
I have one
So I
going.
tried it last night for the first time. Bob, do you have it?
Yeah, it's there.
Is there anything in custom search results?
It says create a custom search.
It says
Okay.
you haven't created a custom search.
Okay. So I will show you how to create one. We're going to do it. Let's see. What happens when I click here? Hold on, let me save, and I want to figure out where that goes. Okay, it just takes me there. All right, we'll come back to that. But the custom search is kind of cool. I did a custom search for just all of Wellington. But it's a custom search. You could do a search for a neighborhood. You could do a search for a area that you want. So if you wanted to, you could say, what's that big neighborhood around here? Winston Trails. So you could do a search around Winston Trails, title it Winston Trails, and then now you have a Winston Trails search on your website pre-done. So if that's your market, that's your niche. If you're farming that neighborhood, you can do that. Didn't realize it was there though. Forgot that was there. I don't know. All right. And then if you don't want it on your website, right? So it just says custom search right now. I can hide it. Click publish. And when I go back to my website, this will disappear. Voila. Has the feature properties, but no more custom search. So we're gonna come back to that. Really cool feature I just figured out last night. So we'll move on for a second. Blog, if you want a blog, if you have a blog, you can put things in here. It's just kind of the module for it. But I think you have to put something in before it'll show up because obviously there's nothing on here right now. So we'll come back to blogging. Blogging is a whole nother conversation. We'll come back to it. Yep, question?
Yes, sir. How did you, you just got rid of that module. How did you do that again? I
Hide it.
missed it. Yeah, how did you hide it? Exactly.
So this button right here.
Oh. I don't think I see that on mine. Okay.
I don't see it on mine.
I guess because we haven't created a custom search, maybe that's why.
That's probably why.
Right,
that
so
makes
Branden
sense.
has
Okay.
one.
Hide widget.
Yeah, but I
So-
tried to do a custom search and it wouldn't let me. It said
Hold on.
leave this page.
Yeah, you have to leave. It's a different page you have to go to. So it's not, you can't do it from here. It's going to take you somewhere else.
Not now.
So we'll come back to it. Well, I'll come back to the custom search. But if you don't see hide this segment, do me a favor. In the top left, you see visit site. Click on that. It's going to open a new tab. You're going to see how your website view looks to the general public, and then scroll down. If you go from the featured property section to anything else but custom search, then it's just, there's nothing to hide. That's why. I'm just going to assume everybody's trying it. All right. So once you try it, someone confirmed for me that they tried it, that there's nothing there. Anyone?
There's
I
nothing.
tried it.
else.
There's nothing there. This is Terry. I tried it. It's nothing there.
Thank you. Perfect. All right. So let's go back, just back one tab, right? One tab, one tab. So perfect. We'll come back to custom search because it's a really cool feature and I'm excited to show it all, show it off, but I'm going to make you wait till the end. So let's keep moving. All right. Links module. If you have links, I haven't really dove into this, so I'm going to click it, see where it goes. So I'm going to manage my links. So I have no links. So when I click add new, what happens? All right, new links. Name, description, category, target. All right, cool. So it kind of does all this work for us. So I'm trying to think of something I'd want to link to. So something simple, I'm going to link to century21.com. So Century 21. And actually, let me take a step back so we're all on the same page. All right, so everybody's with me, right? We're under links module. Make it nice and simple. So links module, this is titled useful links. Link category, don't have any yet. These are just custom. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to manage links. So if everybody wants to click there with me, manage links. Now sausage links sound good. All right, so links, we're gonna click add new because right now you can see there's nothing there. Add new, and we're gonna add a new link. So instead of
Branden.
corporate,
Branden.
Yep.
Branden, stop. When I go to that, when I click on that, it says leave site, question mark, changes you made may not be saved, prevent this page, leave or cancel. That dialog
So-
box comes up.
cancel, go to the very bottom and hit publish. Sorry, I thank you for calling that out. So before you click on that link, make sure you click publish to save any changes that you made to the site.
Got it. Thank you.
All the way to the bottom, publish. Perfect. Thank you, Bob. All right, so back up to links module, manage links. And then again, we're at links. We're going to click add new. And instead of corporate, we're going to go to Century 21 tennis. So we're going to go Century 21, TENACE. Multi. The web address. So example, and you see it says, do not forget this, the HTTP. We do need that. You do want that. So whenever you're copying a link and it needs that, don't just type c21tennis.com. What I recommend is go to the website, right? Because here I can write c2antennas.com or c2antennasrealty.com.
Right.
Once I'm there, so again, one more time, all I did was I opened a new tab and I'm going to c2antennas.com. And then in that new tab, I'm just going to copy that link at the top. And when I copy it, it should come over with the HTTP. So give me 1 second, let me just confirm. Yep, okay. So I go there, I have the site c2antennasrealty.com. I'm just going to copy that. It automatically adds the HTTPS : // So I copy that. I go back to my add new link and I paste it and you'll see that. Anybody stuck?
Can you just wait a minute? Can you stop
Yeah.
so we can do some of these things? You're going so darn fast.
Brandon, yours says HTTPS. At the bottom, it's just HTTP.
So this is the example.
Oh,
And I don't know why they made that the example. You want PS. And that refers back to that SSL certificate. So while everybody catches up, let me give this explanation. I talked about this during the last class. What the SSL certificate is, it has to do with site security. I forget what the acronym actually stands for. You can Google it. But it's SSL, which is the security certificate. And what that does is that's what gives me this little lock. So if you look at the top of my screen, right, you see my URL. Until the left of that, you see a lock. The lock means that I have HTTPS. If there's no lock, that means it's an unsecured website or less secure website, and it has HTTP. Now, Google, about a year or two ago, said that they will not support HTTP sites any longer. You have to have HTTPS. So if you don't have the PS, that's when you go to a site and it says, this website's not secure. Are you sure you want to continue? So that warning sign means that that website does not have HTTPS, they still have HTTP. So little side note. If that made no sense, don't worry about it. It's nothing you need to know. No one's ever going to quiz you on it. Everyone with me? Everybody have this in their web address?
Yes.
All right. If you're stuck, speak now. We good?
Brandon, can we eventually change that to our web address?
So this is just a useful link. All you're doing is adding a different link to your website.
Okay.
So I'm doing the company site as an example. This could be a bank. This could be Supreme Lending. This could be a plumber. This could be anything.
Okay, gotcha.
Website. And then-
Brandon, that also means, sorry, that also means that we could add a new link anytime by clicking that add new. Like if we want to add the lender, the plumber and electrician.
Yeah, you can always add new links. So remember, this isn't changing this. This is just adding to your website a little section with different useful links.
Excellent.
So you can always come back and add a link for things to do in Palm Beach, whatever. Oh, you have Moxi websites?
Yeah.
On the left sidebar, look for homepage and then scroll down to links. All right, so now the description. And you can see at the bottom, this will be shown when somebody hovers over the link. So if I hover over it, it'll kind of tell me what it is or where it's going. So description. Click on my website. All right, so I did the description, C2Antennas website, nice and easy, nothing too complicated there. And then add a category. This I'm just going to put useful links. We'll see what it does. I haven't tried this yet. Useful links. I'm going to click add. There we go. Give you a second right there. Let me know if you get stuck. Yep. We gotta go all around once and then add new link.
So what's this?
You have to create it. We're gonna have to, I gotta move on.
Brandon,
Yep.
I'm not showing useful links. I'm only showing blog roll under
So I
category.
added add new.
Uh,
So if you don't, so that step. So click
Oh.
add new.
I did.
You're gonna have this box with the add button.
Got it.
Type in useful links.
Oh, okay.
So type in useful links, click add, and then you'll see it up there.
Very cool.
Good
Thank you.
question. No problem. All right. Anyone else? All right, perfect. Told you guys I wanted to go slow, but I do get on tangents and I do start steamrolling. So slow me down if you need to.
You're doing fine.
Type when you text. You need to go down to the links. Oh. 1 second.
With erasers, right?
Come back to it. Let me get everyone else. I'm gonna jump in now. Now that you're caught up, jump in. All right. So the last thing to do when you're adding a useful link is the target. So what this means is whichever option you choose is how the tab or how this link is going to open. So new window or new tab, current window or tab with no frames, same window or tab. I like to do new window or tab. It's simple, it's easy. And what that means is when I click it, it's going to open in a new tab on my website. So for example, when we were here, I'm trying to find an example. So kind of like when I click my website here, you see how a new tab opened on my screen? So this is still here, but here's the new tab. So that's kind of what that's talking about. Rather than the website or the web page I'm on changing, it's opening a new tab for me to visit. All right, so I would say leave blank. And then, there we go. Couldn't see a save button. And then you have the option to keep it private. Probably it's just if it's a link for you or if you don't want to publish it yet. But I'm going to click add link. Of course, probably took too long. Did anybody else get that error? Yes. Catch up now. So now that you're caught up, I'll go over this part with you after since you're here. But start now. But start now. So hold on, just wait till you can catch up. Give it a second. This one's blank. Perfect. Okay, link added. So is everybody else able to get the link added section? I don't know why I got an error.
Brandon.
Yep.
What do we, I'm at the bottom of the page and I just clicked that new window or tab. Where do I go from there?
I think you were like holding your microphone for a second. Can you say that again?
I said, I'm at the bottom of the page where I clicked on the new window or tab. How do I save
Okay.
what's in here? It's nothing else is down.
Okay, so there's nothing down. Scroll back up and then over here. So right over here, save.
Where?
Scroll back, scroll to the top. You should see it on the right side of your screen.
Save. I got you. Thank you. and then keep this link private or add, right?
Yep. Don't keep it private. Just click add link.
Okay, now I'm at the beginning again. Thank you.
Perfect. All right.
Sorry, guys.
So link added. Anybody else? All right. So now I'm going to go back. So I'm going to top left. I'm going to back tab. See where that goes. Nope. Wrong choice. All right. I have my links. So quicker option probably would have been left. Click on links. And you'll see that link. So left side, you have home, help, appearance, home page, site page, images, property lists, custom search, links. Click on links. And then you should see your link there. Anyone not see a link? All right. All right, cool. So we have our link. And
One
now let's
second,
go back.
I'm sorry again. I'm interrupting because I did not do what Bob did and publish the one where I wrote all my stuff in. So I can do that like later on and save it.
Say that again?
I left the screen. Remember Bob was saying that he had to scroll down to publish to save.
Yes.
So I gotta go back and do that, right? To save
So
it.
that's where we're going back now anyway.
Okay, thank you.
So to get back to that home page, so call it, you can jump in here now. So on that left sidebar, we have home, help, appearance, home page. So we're going to click back on home page. Home page. And there we go. So now you can see we're back on that home page. We have our background image, right? And then we can scroll down and hear those options we were talking about. And then down we go. So we have useful links. And I'm going to change my link category to useful links. So give me a second. I'm going to jump ahead real quick. I just want to see when I publish what changes. Oh, there we go. So now you can see on the left, I have my useful links. All right, so to do that one more time, I scroll down to my links. So under my welcome text, under my featured properties, under custom search, blog module, link modules, there we go. So link module, title, useful links, link category, I chose useful links. And then when I clicked publish, so I chose these two, I chose that option, useful links. When I scroll down and hit publish, and when I go to my site, now I see my useful links section. And then I'm going to test it. And yep, perfect. It opens in a new tab. Questions?
The welcome text. That's where you wrote your biography.
Yes. Welcome text. Call it. Are you on this? 1 second.
Yes, yes.
All right. So call it. Look at the screen. So we have home, help, appearance, homepage.
Okay.
All right. Click on homepage. That's where we're at. All right. Question.
Brandon, how do I get to that page that shows your name and it's pretty and it's all done from here?
So from here in the top left, click visit site. And that'll open it. Don't worry about having to save. It opens in a new tab. Matt Tiemann.
Yeah, is this where you would put in your like your Facebook page or stuff like that too, and your useful links?
So you could, where are they? There is it just under my bio? They do put the Facebook links, but since I don't see it on the home page, yeah, you can put Facebook in there. Absolutely. Good point. Maybe I'll even figure out how to code them into the text here.
Brandon, those
Yeah.
featured properties that are on there, can,
Mhm.
we can change those, right? Because I don't know where they're from.
So that was this section,
Okay, gotcha.
featured properties module. So call it, do you see that part? If you scroll down.
Yeah, I'm still on the home.
Okay. So yeah, under here, and you can even,
Upload, image. That's the page.
yep, keep scrolling down. So you can even change the properties within the list. So if you want to do any of these lists, you can actually go into the settings and choose properties that aren't allowed to show up, properties that are allowed to show up. We'll go over that in a second, but you do have a lot of control there. All right, so keep scrolling down. We did the useful links. Let's do Meet Branden. And here is the title. So yours might say have a different title. I think video, or someone who hasn't changed it. What's the title? Under links module,
Featured video.
featured video. Thank you. Perfect. So mine says Meet Branden because that's what I made it say. Yours can say whatever you want. You can leave it as featured video. Doesn't matter. But you just put a video in. So video right there. And let me, sorry, move this. So to do that, let me go ahead and erase this. All right, I have my blank area. If I look at these letters all the way down here, Claude, are you with me?
Yeah, right.
Perfect. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna go to Insert Edit Media. So I click on that, and it says, all right, the source. Where is it coming from? All right, or we can embed, general, however you wanna do it. We're gonna do embed. So what I'm gonna do, everyone follow along with me. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna open a new tab. So right along my top, I have all my tabs. I'm gonna open a new one, and I'm gonna go to youtube.com. And then from YouTube in that search bar, I'm gonna type in Century 21. Yeah, let's do one of our videos. We're gonna go C21 tennis. All right, C21 tennis. We're gonna scroll down and so I don't know what you guys see first, but I see this video of Don. Anybody else?
Yes, I see it.
All right, so again, one more time, how to get here. I went homepage, or from my Chrome browser. I opened a new tab. I went to youtube.com. And then from YouTube, in the search bar at the top, I just type C21 TENACE, enter. Oh, there we go. This time it came up perfectly. Okay. Did I do it with a space last time? Is that why? That's why. Okay. Sorry. No space. Just C21 tennis, no space. No space. Perfect. Here, do one of these videos. All right. So I'm going to click on this right here. This is the YouTube account. We're going to click there. I forgot we do have a URL. All right, so I want to see it the same way you guys do. So just 1 second, bear with me. All right. So everybody on this page, C21 tennis. Where are we stuck?
At the latest for 21 times. On this page, I'm looking at the,
If you're not there, I'm going to put this in chat for everybody. At youtube.com/user/C21 tennis. But we are right there. I'll give you all a second to get there. Let me know where you're stuck at.
YouTube, between one.
Brandon, are you gonna show us where to find the URL link?
Find what?
Actually, what I did was I have a YouTube video from my commercial, but it's on my screen, but where do I find the URL to copy and paste it?
Hold on. I'll
Okay.
show you that in a second.
Okay.
So everybody who's on this screen, do you see that subscribe button?
Where?
Where are you, Bob? You there? All right, if you see that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it. Doing a selfless plug right now. Boom.
I'm not doing it. Okay, I don't have it.
Hit that button. Tina, don't worry about it. We'll do it later.
Okay.
All right. So once you've done that, hit that button, scroll down just a little bit and click on one of these listing videos. So I'm going to do this one, just that first one. All right. So once we have that, so you have to be on a video. So we're going to start from here. So this is kind of the starting point. Let me know where you're stuck. All right, everybody with me? We're all on a video.
Mhm.
So from that tennis page, just click any video. Doesn't really matter. You can edit it later. If you don't want to have to worry about editing it right after the class, just click one of these listing ones. So any of these. Any of these. Everybody see these? Good.
Okay, I got a question. I
Yep.
did everything you said. I went to subscribe, then I had to sign in and do some other crap and finally got back to it. And I'm on the Century 21 C21 tennis site. And what I'm looking at is your class. It says Moxi engaged with Branden 20 hours ago. That's what that is, that, and it's the latest from C21 tennis. So I'm on a completely different site than you are.
All right, so tell you what. I'll put this also in chat. Go ahead and click on that link.
Chat. Click on what link?
In chat.
There's no, where? I see something from Eileen. Okay,
Just above
now
Eileen.
this is from you. Okay, click on that. Okay, I've got it. It's playing now. So
Perfect.
what do I do with it?
So just pause it. So everybody else have a video up? We're all good there?
Pause it. How the hell do you pause it?
Just click on it.
Got it. Okay, there was something hiding. Okay, I paused it.
All right, so we're gonna scroll down just a little bit. And do we all see that share button?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna click on share. So right here, share. Everybody on share?
I paused my video and then. Even any of these?
Share and copy the link.
Nope, just stop at share right now. We're still right here.
I can't find you.
Do you see the share button? So if you scroll down just under the video, on the left side, you'll see the text, the name, the views. On the right side under the video, you see share. Right here, share.
Well, I've lost, can you hear me, Branden?
Yep.
I've completely lost the Zoom thing. All I'm looking at is that YouTube video now. I don't see any, I can hear everybody, but I don't even know where.
Is
what
it full
happened.
screen?
What?
Is the video full screen? It's taking up your whole screen?
No, well, hell, I can't tell. It is now. I don't
All
want it
right,
to
so
be
click
full
the
screen.
escape button. On the top left of your keyboard, escape.
Nothing happens.
Does it look like this?
I,
Oh, no, you can't
that's
see
what
it.
you're
Hold on.
not, no, you're not hearing me. I don't see Zoom anywhere. I'm going across everything and I don't see Zoom anywhere. All I see is this YouTube video on my screen. I can hear you, you can hear me, but I can't.
So look at
find-
the
I don't
bottom.
know where the
Look at
Zoom
the bottom of your computer. You see the Zoom button, the Zoom icon?
Zoom cloud meetings. I see a camera there.
Yep, click on the camera.
It's,
What do you see?
don't worry about me. I'm lost. I'm gone forever here. Don't worry about it.
Hold on. I'm trying to get you back. Anything? All right. So when we're on that share button, so Bob, you are muted. If you hold the space bar, it might unmute you.
Okay, I'm unmuted and I can see your screen now and I can see you side by side.
Perfect. So we have our share button. I'm going to click share. And from here, not copy, I'm going to click embed. Right? So if you missed what I just clicked, I click share. And then in these options, you should see the first one should say embed. Kind of like embed, where I'd like to be after this class. So I click embed, and then all of this, when I click it, it should select everything, or you can just click the copy button at the bottom. I click copy. And then I can go back, switch tabs to my here, to my here. All right, so are we stuck? Where are we? Yep, so you're on the same screen, so now you need to go switch tabs. I have to switch to embed. All right, so anyone stuck? Are we back on our website? So if we're back on our website, we're just going to paste it. And once you paste, click OK. And there you go.
Brandon, where do
Yep.
you paste into? Under general or under embed?
Under embed.
Embed, okay. Thank
So
you.
not here. So yeah, so it's just for everybody else, not here. Switch these tabs to embed and then right there. Just paste the whole thing. You don't have to edit it. You don't have to touch anything. Just paste. Okay. Good questions. Keep them coming.
Do we have to press publish?
Yep, and then hit publish. So you'll see on mine. So you see how this one right now is 4307 Woodride C, has that video. And then as soon as I hit publish, all right, refreshed. And when I come back here, there we go, different video. Shout out to Andy and Tara for having the awesome listing. That house was so much fun to shoot. All right, how are we doing? Oh, and Matt.
I lost you trying to upload my video, but you can help me another time.
So on your video, Tina, did you hit the share button?
Hold on. I'll go right back to it. Yes, I hit the share button and
Then you hit embed.
and then I hit embed, yes. Okay. And then what do I do? Hit copy?
Yep. So this video.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hit share.
Right.
I hit embed. I'm going to hit that copy button, right? I'm going to copy the whole thing.
What copy button? Oh, copy. Okay.
And then when I go back to my website, I go down, I'm at the section where it says, featured video.
Okay.
And then I'm going to look right here, right? BI, the quotation marks, keep going. Insert media. We see that?
Insert media. Got it.
I'm going to click insert media. And then I'm under the general tab, but I'm going to switch to the embed tab.
Okay.
Then I'm going to paste it right there.
Okay.
Click OK. You see the preview?
It's there.
You're a web designer, Tina.
So excited. Okay, so am I done with this?
Yep, you're done.
Okay, thank you for your patience, fellow agents.
Hey, Brenda, can we add multiple video like this or just one?
I have not tried. So let me find out. Give me 10 seconds. Go ahead and count me down. So if I do one, I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll see. So let me find a second video. All right, so I have two. Let's see what happens when I publish.
Great, thanks.
And this is why I love this class, because I wouldn't have thought to do that. It looks like I did the same video twice. So here I see Tina, and then I see this one, right? 1, 2. But on the website, so I'm gonna go with no right now.
Got it, thanks.
Try
Yeah.
the advanced section. Maybe there's something to do over there.
No, alternative source, poster. So we can definitely add more later, and depending on what you want to do, we could add more. Because remember, this is just the custom standard one, or not custom. This is the standard homepage, but we could create an entirely new homepage if we wanted to. So we can always work on adding more. Let's do the single video for now, and then we'll start getting crazy. There's definitely ways. All right, so we'll hold off on that for now. And then that's really it. The last section under the insert media is mortgage rates. So if I uncheck hide this widget and I click publish, you'll see on my website, if I go to the very bottom, now I have mortgage rates. So I have my useful links. I have my 3 videos now. So I gotta go back and edit that. And then I have my mortgage rates. Questions?
How'd you do the mortgage rate?
Well, let me go back and erase some things. Okay. All right. So the mortgage rates is just this last part, the very bottom section, mortgage rate settings, should be automatic. You should just have a button. So very bottom, make sure you publish. And then when I refresh, oh, I have one video again. All right, there we go. Yep. So make sure you don't have hide this widget checked. Yeah. So uncheck this, that section right there. Uncheck it, hit publish, and then you have your mortgage section. Questions?
Yes, I have a question. In
Okay.
regards to mortgage rates, are those updated automatically in a daily basis?
So it should be updated regularly. And it looks like they are. I mean, that's pretty accurate, I think. For 4/7. So yeah, updated, has the date. And then just in case it does have a warning, like a disclaimer. Sorry, disclaimer, that's the word, not a warning. But it does have a disclaimer, but yes, these are updated.
Okay, good, thanks.
Brandon,
You want? That's up to you. Yep.
Brandon.
Yes.
Can you show me how to get to the mortgage rates? I see
Yep.
the video underneath the video, but how do I click on that? It's not showing me the mortgage rates.
So under video, if you just keep scrolling down,
I did.
next to do you see the publish button?
I do.
Do you see hide this widget?
I do.
You see the checkbox?
Yes.
Is it checked or unchecked?
Unchecked.
All right, if it's unchecked, just hit publish. And now when you go to your site, it'll be there.
Really? All right, let me look at
There's
that.
nothing for you to do here. It's just, do you want to see it or not see it? So there's nothing on the settings for you to do.
Brandon,
Okay, so hold on a minute.
I don't have that mortgage rate settings hide this widget publish.
So I say that again, Tina?
I don't have mortgage rate settings hide this widget published.
So you don't have this at all?
No.
No, and I'm still not seeing the mortgage rates if I was to go into my website.
So when, hold on. So Tina, let me come back to you. Terry, when you're on your site, did you
Yes.
refresh it?
Okay, I just did. Let me see now. One moment, please. Yes, I got it. Thank you so much. Got it.
Tina,
Okay, so I see my featured video and then it goes right to sample mortgage rates.
yeah,
But how do I publish to save?
that's it. Just hit you don't see a publish button?
Nope.
If you scroll down some more,
I went all the way down to neighborhood news.
are you looking at this?
Yeah.
Go back to your settings.
Where's that?
Switch tabs.
To what?
So look at the top of my screen. You see how I'm switching tabs?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at neighborhood news, that means you're on the actual website, not your settings. So you got to switch tabs and go back to the settings.
Okay, I'm there now. Love you.
All right. Any questions on the home page as we've done it so far?
So Brandon, after I clicked on the mortgage rate, it came back to the same page.
All right, everybody gather your questions. I'll be right back.
And then I refreshed.
Go to Zoom.
Brandon,
1 second. Switch tabs back to the settings. Okay. Did you update your mortgage rates? Literally came into the office.
And everything. I'm totally wrong. You went down here, and you see how you don't have this check? You should be, when I visit. Now at the bottom of the website, you have the mortgage rate section. Here's the question. How the hell did I get this website? How do I get the website? I don't know. It's like this out. So but you see how the domain hasn't changed? So it's pre-made for you. You just have added your stuff in. It's already been made. This is all been pre-done.
So from here, go back to my second, you said?
So am I where I'm supposed to be? Going back one time.
All right, Terry, your question.
Yes, it might be silly, but when I get my new business cards, if I want to put this website on there, do I have to put Terry Ginsburg dash tennis realty dash all that on there, or is there a simpler link?
No, so that is what I talked about at the very beginning.
Which I missed.
That's what I was talking about when I mentioned your personal domain.
Oh, okay.
Personal domain, if you go to that settings, we can go over this again after in more detail. But you would go under personal domain, fill out this form with a domain you've already purchased from GoDaddy.
Okay, but I don't have a personal domain, so ergo, I'd have to use that Terry Ginsburg dash.
I'd buy one. For $20, you can buy one for the year.
I'm sorry.
Their domains are $20 per year, give or take, or more like take. I think anywhere from $17 to $20 per year, depending on whatever rate they have. But definitely worth it. That way you can have, something short, simple, terryrealtor.com, something like that. So you don't have to use the very long domain.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Brandon.
So we can talk about that later. Just give me a call, remind me. We'll talk about it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So any more questions on the homepage? Any questions on anything?
Yes, I have a question. When we first started about the style, the website style, I think there's like a standard or agent focus one. If I created, just like you just told us, and I want to change to agent focus style, do I have to create it from the beginning, or whatever all the content be forward to that different style?
All right, so I didn't know the answer, so I just tested it anyway and hope for the best. So I updated mine. You can see mine changed. This is now the agent focused. And when I scroll down, everything's still the same.
Oh, wonderful.
So video's still here, useful links are still there, rates, all that's still there. So it looks like you can just change back and forth without consequences.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, good questions. All right, are we all overwhelmed, or do we want to go over that custom search? I have one vote for overwhelmed. Anybody else? 2 votes for overwhelmed. 3 votes for overwhelmed.
Sorry. One more question.
Yep.
Is homepage the only page that we could edit or change, or any other pages on the website can be changed?
All right, so I'm going to answer your question, but for a second, I'm going to pause. This is the end of the homepage class. So let me stop the recording here. This is the end of homepage.